Wednesday night, and we are back.
Welcome back.
And we survived the weekend, which was holy. Oh, we'll get to it. Welcome to Living Out Loud Live and happy Transgender Awareness Month. I'm Vicki, middle-aged transgender woman, devoted lesbian wife to the love of my life, Lisa. Stepmom of two amazing men, a woke rainbow mafia liberal feminist with only one true agenda: to end hate and spread love and light. Tonight is a celebration of, well, us, a family of friends who stand together in a world that is not always kind. It's more of a celebration of the family and families and bonds that form when people try with light and love to change the world and fight hate. With me, as always, are my two amazing sisters, both strong ally activists in their own right, and my closest family and dearest friends. I will introduce our sister, Jaime, who is on the front lines of the fight for not only transgender children's rights, but social justice. She's a history teacher making a difference in the lives of the next generation every day. And she makes history every day with what she's doing. She is also the mom of two teen boys and one tween girl. She and her family were featured on HBO season 3, two-part finale of the series We're Here. Her daughter Dempsey, who is also an outspoken 11-year-old activist, was recently the youngest ever Grand Marshal of Orlando come out with pride. And again, with everything she has going on, she still manages to join us here at the table every week. Holy shit,
I don't know
bitch.
how she does
How
it.
do you do it?
I don't know how she does it.
Welcome, Jaime.
All right, well, that's a little different. That's a little different opening.
Well, you were the only one to respond to my poem in chat earlier, so, you know, that hurt my feelings, damn it.
Well, it was 4:00 in the morning, so when you sent it.
I don't sleep, you know that.
I know. So I will introduce the exceptional in her own right, Laura. Former Florida leader of the Free Mom Hugs movement, fierce as hell, LGBTQIA plus activist, and the creator of the Living Out Loud with Laura audio podcast. Mom of two totally amazing rainbow daughters, and with her husband, John, are part of our crew that owned Tavares on Saturday.
Did.
How are you tonight, Laura?
I am doing very, very well this evening. I'm doing well. I'm getting ready to flock to Mayo Clinic tomorrow, but all together, we are the queens of the overshare, especially in the late night Facebook messengers, bitch, 4 a.m. posts. Welcome to all of you joining us live or in replay. This is an opinion show. All of the opinions are our own. So you may hear some things that you agree with. You may hear some things that you disagree with. You can join in the Discord and you may comment. Now, just so you know, we are going to block the trolls. So,
Yeah, we did that last week. So fair warning, we will forget about you. We kind of get involved in our discussions and forget that we're doing a live stream, but we will try to check on you when we can. Because this isn't a show, it happens when three sisters who are activist allies decide to change the world together. Are you ready, girls?
Ready.
Then let's go.
As always, fun and friendship comes first. So we are going to go around the table and talk about what we're drinking and how our week was. So I am drinking an Aqua Fresca, which is a hard seltzer. And it is absolutely lovely. Now, I just want to do a show and tell really quick because I didn't get to talk about it after our Halloween party. But at our Halloween party, one of our viewers, Jaime, gave us each these amazing little dolls. They are so amazingly cool. Oh my gosh. So look at these details. Oh my gosh. So I just wanted to, I just really had to give a mad shout out to that real quick.
Oh.
I'll tell you. I was doing that too. Look, Ma.
Oh my gosh. Dennis says it's nonstop love and laughter. There's nothing like it. That's my husband's quote and his saying this week.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, totally.
yeah, yeah. He's such a sweet man. He really is. I love him so much. My week has been good. I am finishing up Holocaust Education Week.
Ooh.
Which is why
Yeah,
we're
so
doing what we're doing, by the way.
yeah, so it's so appropriate and feeds totally into what I've been doing. It's been actually good. I tried to focus more on the lives of the people that were lost so that their story isn't lost, and instead of really focusing on um, the atrocities. I mean, the students know the atrocities. I mean, people are aware, and some of them might not be to an extent, but I tried to focus on like who these kids were and who these people were, and highlight some of the people that rescued the Jewish children and flew from the United States and things like that. So I've tried to keep it a little light. Tomorrow we're going to go through the differences between responsibility. What makes someone responsible? What made them minimally responsible? Were they a bystander? Were they a perpetrator? Were they just someone who just didn't do anything and was like, oh well, it doesn't affect me? And so yeah, it's heavy, but I'm ending soon. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to the weekend, and I'm off on Friday because yay, teachers deserve a day off too. Even though I'm not a veteran, but
No, but I'm so glad that you're taking a tough subject, and let's face it, it is a hard, very difficult subject. But the fact that you're personalizing it to show how other people were able to stand up and be activism still in the hardest of circumstances. I mean, does it get any more on point for you or
no,
what?
it's like a playbook for me. So I mean,
Yeah.
and that's another point that we're focusing on tomorrow too, is the resistors and the people who fought back, and to many of them and they sacrificed their lives or their families' lives, but wouldn't go quietly. And so yeah, it absolutely speaks to me. It's just a heavy topic, especially when you have to deal with it the entire week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the kids have been good. So I honestly, I haven't had to deal with any, like, like I said, sometimes they're really desensitized to stuff. So they
Okay.
laugh at appropriate things, and they're like, making fun of someone's hair. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, but like, no, like this is not funny. So, but they've been really respectful. So I'm super happy, and, they're doing awesome. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Friday for sure. Tomorrow's like my Friday. So I can't wait to get tomorrow over with.
I
And
don't blame you.
yeah, Vicki, what is your recap here?
Well, first of all, welcome Mama Ashley Rose and Addison. We love that you are here with us. You're like family to us. So I am fighting off bronchitis. We went hard all week, and then I've been going hard at work, and it finally caught up to me, and I got a flu shot. My doctor said before Pride
Yes.
I needed a flu shot, which always means I get sick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that would happen to John too, so I get it.
So I'm assuming you're drinking wine. I am drinking
Yes.
a very strong Cuban rum with some Diet Dr. Pepper, and I'm feeling a little bit like, woo, it's going to be a fun show. God.
It is going to be a fun show, but we do have
we got a ton of shit to talk about.
We do. We really do. And isn't there something like kind of personal that you wanted to share this week?
I'm going to save that till the end. I'm going to save that.
Okay.
So let's start probably with Saturday. Because Friday night we did go out to celebrate my wife's 3-year anniversary after her cancer scare. She's a cancer survivor. I'm not going to show pictures of that because that was a very loving family time with Jaime and her husband and the kids, and that was sacred to me, and I loved that. Saturday, I mean, like this weekend was all family. It was like family from beginning to end. And Jaime, we missed you Sunday, but holy shit! So if I'm coughing, please forgive me. Where do we want to start? Probably White Rose. That was the first thing we did.
Yeah, I think White Rose is the best place to start. We can start at the very beginning.
What a beautiful new bookstore in downtown Kissimmee, historic downtown Kissimmee. Got a bookmark because I bought some books. Bought some band books. It had quite a crowd. Yeah. That book is gay.
I know
And
this book is gay and banned.
Yeah. Dempsey got a book too, and I don't have it with me because she has it in her room. She's reading it, and she got to meet the author, which was really cool. And the
I've got
author
pictures
didn't.
of that at the end.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So they did have kids books. I mean, it's a little tiny bookstore, but it's really critical because again, this was their Notice the caution tape. These are banned books. These are, and a lot of bookstores are doing this now. Literally going, and maybe a little bit of a preview of what we're going to talk about.
Where this one was on the shelf there at the edge.
Mm-hmm. And also, too, it's important to note that the two owners of the bookstore are former media specialists from Osceola County, who have just been so fed up with the book bans in our county that they decided to step away from the education system and open the bookstore. So that's really, I mean, it's really sad, but it's also really cool that they, have decided to take on this new venture.
I think it's sad why they felt the need to take on that new adventure. However, the fact that they have such a loving, openly inclusive place that you walk in and those pride flowers, cause flowers, sorry, they're called cause flowers pride, are just breathtaking. I mean, just absolutely stunning, and it lets you know that you're in a place that's welcoming.
Yes, it does.
It was beautiful, and these were up, and there's John. He loves a bookstore. He was having the best time in that bookstore.
Yes.
And Laura bought some,
each of us. Yeah.
Some roses, which are hanging prominently and will be going up on my inspiration wall because I have
mine on my fridge right now. So every time I go in for another glass of wine, that's where it is.
Our fridge doesn't stick magnets, so it would be there.
Oh, well, because you're fancy. You're fancy.
But you see, it's good to note that each purchase of one of the pride flowers does give a donation to the center. So I think that's super important. And also just having a piece, like I was just completely awestruck by those pride flowers. And I know you took some pictures of Dempsey by them, and they're just so gorgeous. And being able to take one home with me, I cherish that. So that's on my fridge too. So I can look at it and remind myself that, to be myself every time.
Yeah. And they're beautiful pieces of art.
These desserts will factor in later. We'll talk about them in a little bit, but and there was a ribbon that we signed. Laura had this beautiful signature, and we were using these pens, and it's like a Neanderthal X for my signature, but there it is. It's like, there she is, beautiful, and I'm like, blah, blah,
blah. It's hard to write on those.
That was very. Oh, there it is. Oh,
there's Dempsey.
This was a beautiful picture. I had to include this one.
Yeah.
And there's the book that she.
Yep, and there's the author. And so what was so amazing is that the author, she's local to Central Florida, but she didn't know, like, she's not from Kissimmee. And so she didn't know who we were, and that was totally cool. And so, we were talking to her, and I said I was a teacher, and Dempsey was like, whatever. And she was asking about where she got her name from, and was it Patrick Dempsey, all that stuff. And then she inscribed the book, and she said, there it is, to Dempsey, there's always hope. And when I saw it, I was like, holy shit, like how appropriate that she inscribed it that way, with especially using the word hope. It was like, holy crap. And I did not say anything about hope, nothing. That's just what she did on her own. And so that was really, really amazing.
It was beautiful. And one of the weird happenstances, right? Across the street is a tea room.
Yes.
Diane's tea room, which is run now. And I saw the tea room, and I'm like, we're hungry. Let's go get lunch. So I said, well, maybe there's a tea room across the street. And sure enough, Jaime and Dempsey rolled up with a plant for the owner of the store to, congratulate. And she's like, well, we've tried this place, we tried this, and that tea room's really, really good. And that sold it for Laura.
That just sold it. Yep. I was like, that means that's where we're going. Vicki had mentioned it earlier. You said it was good. We're going there. Sealed the deal.
It's the ambiance in there, everything inside, like the lace and the old fashioned, like everything. And I'm so glad when I walked in that you all were talking to the new owners, because I had tried to get into several events that they had done and we couldn't get in because they're always sold out. And so then she kind of directed us to the new website, so like I at least
Yeah.
knew. And then there was a side dish. Oh my God, like like a little side, like instead of having like potato salad or whatever. What was it called? A ladybug
You could a
caprese?
Ladybug
ladybug
caprese.
caprese. Yes.
Oh my God.
What is the fucking odds? Honestly,
Right?
what are the fucking odds? Considering who we are.
Like perfect. It was a perfect day between the inscription on the book, and then we go over across the street, and then the ladybugs were there. It was like amazing.
And
It was
then the best part is we were talking to them and we were actually saying we're waiting for our friends because you had come a little bit later. So you were over at White Rose chatting away. And I said, yeah, we were just over there at White Rose and you were just finishing up. And they're like, oh, we catered their little pastries in the back. So the pastries that you saw earlier, they had actually catered. And let me just tell you, the strawberry cheesecake.
It was mom. Mom made all the desserts.
Grandma.
Oh, sorry, grandma made all the
Yes.
desserts.
Grandma
Three
made them from
generations.
scratch. It's
Sorry, I've been drinking.
amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, it
Yes,
was amazing.
ladybugs. It was so cool. And John, you know, he had his little finger up while he was drinking his tea too.
Yes, because well, Dempsey, you know, she's like so young that I think she thinks tea comes out of a Keurig. Like, so when they came over with the little pot, it was so cute because Vicky's like, all right, so you put it like this. Like, it was like so simple. And I'm thinking, you know, like when we were little kids, like we used to have like pretend tea parties, but like now they just make TikTok videos and shit. So she was like, I get my own pot. And then the poor thing with the sugar. She was so confused. God. She's like, I just want regular sugar. And so it was stevia. Like, God, how many different kinds of tea? I mean, different kinds of sugar did we have? Yeah. But yes, it was very sweet because all the different cups are mismatched. I started blabbing about my grandmother and her teacups because it just brings back nostalgia when you go in there. And it's such an inviting environment. And it was so peaceful for lunch. And it was just perfect to sit with these amazing warriors and my daughter and just have a tea and just enjoy ourselves and kind of decompress. And we didn't know what was coming for that evening, but that was not decompressing. But
for me, it was memories of my grandmother in our house in her house in Hollywood, and we used to have tea parties there. And so I think all of us were a little bit reliving some memories and getting to introduce Dempsey to a lot of things. And she, of course, got ice cream. Holy shit.
She got the sundae.
She did.
You know, it was fun though talking about it because
there's
things
her
have
sugar
changed.
Packets.
Things have changed so much for us because, you know, like we were talking about then, Jamie, like when we got married, like you used to pick out your china. That was a very big thing.
Yes.
Like when Dempsey goes to get married, you're not going to be worried about her picking out her china. Come on now.
Yeah, no. Oh, and Jenny's on. And yes, that shirt that Dempsey's wearing, every girl deserves to shine, is a shirt from Ruby's. I'm sure you've heard of Ruby and Ruby's dad. And Jenny, before she went, she left the state of Florida, unfortunately, because of the climate. She's now in New York, and she gave that shirt to Dempsey, which was so amazing. And Dempsey wears it, Jenny, like every single day. I'm not lying. Like it's literally like it's her favorite shirt. So thank you so much.
Yeah, she does wear that a lot, and it's
she wears
so
a lot.
Perfect. It's so perfect. So yeah, it's like, oh yeah, there's Dempsey.
Gonna add some more Diet Dr. Pepper and
I thought add some more rum.
Yeah, well, we're getting ready to talk about the evening we had.
Yeah, we're getting to the bar crawl. Holy smokes! All right, so we decided we'd keep it kind of light and see if we wanted to all go up to, because we didn't get a chance to include Laura on our Friday night fun. Oh, Amy's with us too. Hey, Amy. Yes, that is real Cuban rum. That is a friend of mine who is a Cuban national. He gets to bring like 2 bottles back with him when he comes back from Cuba and visiting his family. So I'm using it because my cold is I don't want to cough.
We're trying to burn away the cold.
Yeah, we're burning away something.
We're burning away the cold.
But and Jamie had lesson plans and we had a lot of stuff, and then finally it was just like Dennis got home because he'd been working. We went up to Tavares and we wanted to show Jamie.
Because who doesn't want to go to Tavares? I mean, everybody should want to come to Tavares. Come on, y'all.
It actually is an amazing night spot.
It is. I love my town.
It is. But I will say that we shut it down. Like we were like the last one standing.
Yeah.
And that
literally
black light.
The last one standing.
This is the worst group photo ever. Right?
Oh my God.
And somebody actually sent me a very nice. She was very nice. She took it and tried to lighten it up, and it's just like, nope. This is the way it needed to be.
Teeth and all.
Teeth. Look at my teeth. They're like green. My hair was green. Oh my
Your
God.
hair was not green. Your hair was
the tater tots were green.
Oh, it was so
tater
weird.
tots were green.
I will tell you, when you get the food under the black light, you do have to use your camera phone to turn on the light so that you can make sure your food doesn't look as weird as it actually looks, because it's a little freaky looking.
It is a little
Tina, watch us on replay. We'll talk to you later. Thank you for joining. We always love that you're with us. So, anyways,
that's where we started.
That's where we started.
We started the night at Craft Concoctions. So there's BTW Burgers, Tacos, Waffles, whatever the
which is amazing
fucking brewery is, which none of us,
brew
care
house,
about.
brew tap.
Some brewery
John
shit.
John will type it in the comments here in a moment.
and Craft Concoctions. Craft Concoctions is a bar that has become kind of home to us.
Yeah, everybody knew it was like Cheers. Everybody knew your name.
Yeah.
When Vicki walked in, everyone was like, "Hey, are you waiting for Laura?" And I was like, "I guess, yeah." And I was like, "Hi." Like, this is kind of wow. Everybody knows our name. It's very Cheers-like.
It's very Cheers-like, and that's it's so funny that you said it that way, because that's exactly what we were looking for when John and I moved. We were trying to find a place where we felt like we could be part of the community, and one of the things that I wanted was a place where everybody knew my name, and I have that because after we left here, where do we go after we left here?
Well, here we are in the golf cart.
In the golf cart. What a way to get around. I need to invest in one of those, but.
Now look at the genuine smiles on these faces. There are 3 sisters, and the power of 3 is the 3 sisters, but it's 3 families that merge together.
Yes,
amazingly, and we actually have as much fun together as the 3 of us do on this podcast.
Yes.
Yes, we do. It's authentic. It's real. And I mean, even though you see that photo, you can't convey it until you actually are around the 3 of us, like the 3 families and 3 units, because it's like fucking laughing and oh my God, I can't. It's just amazing.
That's where the quote came from. And Dennis talked about it's nonstop fun and laughter and
yes,
there's nothing like it. And I left off the part where he talks about Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back, which is the end of the night where
I have video of that. I did not share it, but I do have video.
Oh my God, you do?
I do. I have video. John was in the back like dancing, and Laura was like,
there may have been some nudity and somebody dancing in the middle of the fucking street. Yes. I won't say who.
I won't say who either, but I believe everybody got to see my run.
It wasn't me. I'm
but 1, 2, 3, not it.
Public servant.
Right. 1, 2, 3, not it.
Not it.
Not it.
I don't know who would do something like that.
So we are definitely even more than family now. And
yes.
My God.
It was like Mardi Gras.
It was. So we ended up at this wonderful other bar called Argonaut, which the owner is also delightful and loves us. And
Hillary.
Hillary, and it's a submarine. It's a fucking
so
submarine
cool.
in the
Yes.
middle of Tavares.
It's
my
like a
God.
little tiny spot, but it's like so perfect.
And
Yeah, and that one only has beer and wine because it's not big enough to have a full bar. So they do
Well,
have.
they have special drinks because she was making those
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, those
concoctions there.
bombs aways are amazing.
we're going to show them now. Now, the beautiful thing is, we all started out together. We had a drink, and then
I love it. We had a drink.
the boys decided to go over to the cigar bar right across the street, and Lisa felt like she could have been part of either group, which is kind
She's
of the
like
way
the go-between.
Yep.
she is. She
Right.
gets to live between both worlds. But the four of us sat there at the bar first, and then at the couches, and just had the best fucking time.
We tried to figure that puzzle, me and Lisa. We could not. That I don't know. I don't even
John
think
does it
Stephen
all the
Hawking
time.
could figure it out.
John-
we were
John-
so like,
Oh.
holy crap.
Never
Now,
mind.
about 4 drinks in, of course, I was ready to help.
She was listening to it for it to speak to her.
Yeah, talk to me, puzzle. Talk to me.
Talk to me.
What the?
Tell you. John, I knew you
Of
had to.
course, John solved it. Of course he did. Of course he did. But he was not solving at that moment because he was outside with his purse hanging out with Dennis. So
Exactly.
Now that bomb lowers from the ceiling, and
Yes.
we've got some video to show you later of what that means drink wise. But I mean,
it's really cool.
Yes.
it's really cool.
This is one of the coolest things I've seen.
And this is one of the most beautiful pictures
Yes,
I
it
have
is.
ever been a part of.
Now you know where my daughter gets her duck face from, except that I wasn't even trying to do it.
Yeah, just
Oh, the stunningness of it all. Yeah,
Yeah.
look, I'm helping.
Dempsey poses, and it gets.
I'm just learning her poses. So I learned
Yes!
from her.
Yeah, we all learned from Dempsey. Holy shit!
Like, and I'm like, I just even saw Laura do it. She's like, and I was like, oh my god, Dempsey does the same thing. Oh, that's a horrible picture of me, but this is my favorite of the night.
Yes.
This was absolutely the best picture of the night. There's Lisa.
Rock star.
Rock star. Obviously.
Rock star. She is a rock star.
John throwing gang symbols.
Yeah, he kind of looked like a cross between Freddy Krueger and Ferris Bueller. So I was calling him Ferris all night.
He was Ferris Krueger. It really was pretty well. Holy shit. But again, genuine family, genuine joy. The three of us together, it's nonstop from beginning to end. And
someone just wrote that Tavares is not LGBTQ friendly. It's sad for the local businesses, but I won't spend my money there. I will say that I'm always kind of apprehensive about going places where they're not friendly, but
yeah,
we
the
did feel a
we
lot
were
of love. The businesses that we were at, and I know there's not too many, but the ones that we were at were beyond exceptional, being not just welcoming, but like affirming. And, I can't always speak because I didn't have Dempsey with me. Dempsey wasn't with me, but just from the interactions with Vicki and the staff at these establishments, I didn't feel that it was. I can't speak for the patrons because you can't who shows up. I don't know,
Yeah.
but people that were working there were really good.
What I'm going to say is that Tavares is not known for being LGBTQIA plus friendly. However, as a resident of Tavares who has recently moved here, I moved here intentionally so that we could help be part of the solution. And what we do is we do find those hidden gems, and then we take our money and we spend our money at those hidden gems. A very LGBTQIA friendly coffee shop that I would go in and ask the staff every day, are you affirming? Are you fully affirming? Are you fully affirming?
Yeah,
And when I got
novelist.
yeses, that's when I started handing them my money.
Yeah.
When the owner of Argonauts hosts a burlesque show, which is done by
Yeah.
Ivy, who, you know,
Les Vixens, the
Les
lesbian
Vixens.
burlesque
So,
troupe.
and BTW itself, like Jacqueline and William, who work there, they wear pins, like they wear a lot of pins, and they wear their pins that say, you know, you are safe with me, or you know, whatever. And of course, then you have Matt, who we always just say he's his own walking sign. So yes, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I agree with you. I know what you're saying, but spend the money where the
Craft
people
Um,
are
concoctions.
yeah,
actually affirming.
the
That's
small
all.
businesses and the small business owners. I mean, I can't speak. I mean, the politics.
Yeah.
We can't hide from the businesses who are just trying to make a living. And
Okay.
so, I mean, I had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
Yeah, did we see like the Republican
Yeah.
national headquarters there?
Yeah, we
Yes,
clicked it off.
absolutely. Yeah, we did. We did, and I think Dennis has videotape of that too.
We made an
Yeah.
extra turn to be able to flip off the Republicans.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean,
And so I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I can't see. I just says Facebook user.
Yeah.
But like, I absolutely, I feel you, and I am 100% with you on that. Like, avoid spending your money in places that are, you know, not friendly and anti-trans and all that stuff. And I do, like, you know, my students
Yep.
are like, "You eat at Chick-fil-A, you don't go to Hobby Lobby," and I'm like, fuck no. Like,
no.
So yeah.
I live technically in St. Cloud, well, next to St. Cloud, and even there are places that are welcoming. They try to have pride events. They're going to have a Friendsgiving for LGBTQIA plus individuals. So I mean, look, it's where you spend your money. It's who you affirm. BTW Craft Concoctions, Brew
The
Tap,
doghouse,
the
Taveri's
Doghouse,
doghouse, Deli
the
Llama.
and Argonaut and Nautilus. These are all businesses in downtown that are absolute. Now, again, I can't hide who and what I am, and I don't. And everybody knows who and what I am. And yes, I have gotten some stares, and yes, I've gotten some, you know, snide. I can't live my life worrying about that, but I do go to places where I feel welcome. At BTW, at Argonaut, at Nautilus, I sit and I'm happy and I'm content. If we hadn't bought a house where we are, I might consider living close to Laura. I love that I live close to Jaime. And we have Kissimmee, which is one of those places that could go either way.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
either way. But also too, I will speak to the point where you have I didn't have anything that we we encountered in Disney, and Disney is an affirming place. So that company itself is affirming, but that you can't control the patrons. So like the patrons were the ones who were like doing the ugly face to Vicki when we were in the bathroom,
Yes.
and that's Disney. And so like
Yeah.
you can't control the patrons that come to your business per se, but like I definitely felt it was a welcoming place, and all the places that we went to, and I mean, I did see other I didn't talk to them. I know Laura did because she talks to everybody, but I know that there were other LGBTQ people there and living there, and residents that were, you know, also at these businesses that night. So
Mhm.
yeah.
And yes, we are actually, just wait till the end of our podcast, Virginia. I think we have a surprise for you. You're really
Yes.
gonna like.
Mhm.
So let's see.
We're not ignoring that comment. We just have it coming up to talk about, and we're not trying to have a Laura spoiler moment.
Stay with us. Stay with us. So Sunday, we had to go different directions, and it was actually heartbreaking. And I didn't put the pictures in, Jaime, because it's somebody else's work. But Dempsey had,
No, it's actually me, and that's my picture. But
right. But Dempsey did something very special on Sunday morning.
yes, so she did a photo shoot for Playful Pause Photography, which is they're doing a project called Love Unleashed, and it's for queer people with their pets, all kinds of pets. And she was telling us she had a pig, she had a snake, like she had all these different kinds of animals with different owners. And the book, 50% of the proceeds go to Rose Dynasty Foundation, which is Mama Ashley Rose's foundation. And it's an amazing, amazing opportunity. She's lovely. And it was just such a nice, like, experience. It's going to be in a book, and so each person that is photographed is going to be on a 2-page spread with their pet or their pets, plural, and there will be a quote about what being loved unconditionally means to them. And so Dempsey did not want any of us in the photo. Naturally, she wanted to just be alone, which is not surprising. And so we were just kind of there as her, parent spiritual guides, and Willie did amazing, and it was beautiful. And there is still some spots left. Like you definitely need to sign up for this. It's
Yes.
it's $100. Yeah, it's $100. And 50% of it goes to Mama Ashley Rose's foundation. And it was just so amazing. And Dempsey had such a good time. She has all these really cool props. She's amazing with pets. So, like, no matter what animal you have, like, she was awesome, because Willie can be a handful, and she was, like, amazing. She did so amazing with Willie. So yeah, it was awesome. Please sign up, because she's actually closing it out the end of this month. And we're going to get the book done, and we need all of the queer people and allies and everyone to just kind of show up and, like, do this. And I can't wait to see the book. Like,
Lisa and I and Nala are happy to do it. I would love if the three of us could do something, but
yes,
I don't know if our pets would get in the same room, but we could try.
Maybe we could find some ladybugs outside.
do you want to try to get Zeus to do that?
Oh no!
Oh my God!
No.
I want these people to still like me.
Oh my
God! But I will buy a book. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, so the book is also
right. So
the book will be available for, like, there's going to be a book release, and then there's going to be pre-orders, and I will let everyone know as soon as that is available. I think the book is going to come out in, like, March, because they have to still put it together and all that stuff. But from what I'm understanding, it's going to be like a coffee table book. So it's going to be like all this beautiful representation of, queer people and their animals and their pets, and what love means to them, and what it's like to be loved unconditionally by your pet, because they don't judge. And I'm just super excited, and it was so fun. And Willie didn't, like, eat anything, like, she was pretty good. And we were happily surprised.
She played her role well and let Dempsey have the spotlight, right?
Well, Dempsey always gets a spotlight anyway, but she did really good.
I'm gonna sneak in something right here to talk about a certain Tuesday night parents performance for a rising starlet who we all dearly love. I love the intensity.
Did so awesome.
She did.
And she's this is her first performance at school, and it's an art school, and so she's in the drama program, and they generally don't let the middle schoolers, like the youngest ones, like the 6th graders, because it's her first year, have, like, big parts or have lines. And so they did. And so she was the only 6th grader that had lines, and she rocked it. She did really amazing. I'm really proud of her. And she's definitely in her element. I mean, you all know that. You're around her all the time. And so she's definitely got a stage personality. She's definitely going to be somewhere in the acting world or doing something.
Oh, yes.
And
her
she's very comfortable in it.
Lights.
Yes. She's definitely, she had a great time with it. And I can't wait to see the show when it's actually in production. So.
Okay. So we're going to go see it. On the 18th, it's open to the public. We're going to get tickets. We're going to be there in force. We missed you, definitely. But Sunday, we went right back to Tavares.
I felt so bad for Vicki, because Vicki and Jaime live over an hour from me.
Well, Dennis drove Saturday night, thank God.
Well, I couldn't. I drove there. But I was no shape to drive back. And so,
Oh my
It
God.
was good that he hung out at the cigar bar because, I had too many of those drinks, and
Mom's away.
no, I wasn't able to drive. So,
But Sunday for brunch, we went back to the Argonaut, and yeah.
So they do a burlesque show. They will do one in the evening, and they do it on Tuesdays.
Dempsey
And then they also do. You see, we're all doing our Dempsey poses. And then they will also do a Sunday brunch. And we went to a Sunday brunch. We even had a beautiful
Dempsey
brunch
poses.
board. Like, I think we had so much food on that table. Like,
it looks like it. I'm gonna put myself on mute because I have to go to the bathroom because otherwise I'm not going to make it for another 20 minutes. So I'm gonna put myself on mute and I'll be right back.
Okay.
You keep going through the slideshow.
yep.
Oh my God.
So, and another thing that we talk about quite often is we're always talking about how, you need to bring other families and groups together. So this was a girls' day out, and I had one of my friends, Ginger, who had never been to a burlesque show. This was her first time coming, and we kind of popped her a burlesque cherry.
That's our friend Marcy.
Yes,
Marcy and her.
she was having a great time.
Yes. It was $19 unlimited mimosas.
And Ashley, our waitress, our server, I don't think she's a waitress. I think what is it?
Server.
I don't know. Server. Okay.
Yeah.
She absolutely amazing. Love Ashley to death. I think Marcy and her are now BFFs, if I'm not mistaken. Though, like, I think they might be doing like Christmas together.
And
Look at
so
the food.
Marcy and Paula were there, and so this is their normal charcuterie plate, which is phenomenal. We had two of those, and then Laura had ordered the special brunch charcuterie, which was absolutely delicious. And I'm just stalling, obviously, because we're trying to get Jaime back, but.
And how it's set up,
Paula.
it's a very intimate location. So you have 30 people that fit into the submarine, because you got to remember it's a submarine, so there's not a lot of space on submarines.
No,
people.
it's tiny. It's tiny.
It is, and a single performer. It was a single performer who, honestly, she puts up on her site a time lapse of her getting ready because there's no mirror, so she has to use her iPhone to get ready in the tiny little back storeroom. And Ivy is the leader of Lay Vixens, this amazing troupe of
they're awesome.
LGBTQIA plus burlesque performers, all body types, all just fucking so inclusive and amazing.
Yes.
And the shows, and it's classic burlesque, not strip.
Correct.
Classic burlesque. No nudity, not so much nudity. But
there is no full nudity.
No
like
full
the
nudity.
one time she
Not
had
like
a problem
Laura
getting her
on
pasty
Saturday
to
night.
step, but there's no full nudity.
There was
like,
no.
Yeah, it's a lot better than Laura dancing for you.
Laura didn't have pasties on.
Yeah, it was baby got back and we got baby's front too. So that was amazing. I toast your doctor, Laura.
Yeah.
I told you he came out and high-fived John and said, "That's some good work."
Oh my God.
He's proud of himself.
So we had this wonderful corner, like bathysphere, circular, but really super hot until they got the air conditioning going.
Yes.
Table. We squeezed 6 of us in there.
Taking photos was a little bit challenging.
I see that.
There we all are. And yeah.
It was so, like I said, you see how much food poor Ashley was like, I have no clue where this is all supposed to go. And we're like, just keep bringing it. That's Paula touching my tongue.
Yeah. So, I mean, they even the dive helmet has a video screen in it and is showing videos. It really is.
That's cool.
And it's called the Argonaut Bar
yes.
and Lounge.
Mm-hmm.
and they're working on a little something in Sanford. We can't announce it until they want to announce it, but we may be helping out there. We're definitely going to try to be there for the opening. We were just having the best time.
Yeah.
Now, that is Ivy. And we have some videos. I don't know what we can show. Again, not full nudity, always covered, always tasteful. She did 3 different acts. And what's beautiful is she'll come and do this full strip tease, because burlesque is the tease. She does the tease and plays to the whole room. And it's a very small, intimate audience. It's beautiful. Then she goes back to get ready for her next number. And you have time to drink and talk and just have an amazing freaking time.
She's wearing pasties for everybody on here. She's fully clothed with pasties.
She got up on the bar, which was interesting because the night before we'd been sitting right in those bar stools.
Your face would have been right there, Jaime.
Yeah. And then we have these.
Those look familiar too.
Yeah. Let's start with a video of those. These are called the Bombs Away. Now, for a bar that can only serve wine and beer, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
That helmet does look like that. I agree. It's very Julesburg.
So when you order the drink, the gun that creates the little smoke bubble lowers in the bomb from the ceiling. They pull it out. They come with the bubble smoke solution, put it on top of the drink. It's a cosmopolitan and probably one of the best cosmopolitans.
It is lovely.
Oh shit! Yes,
they're good.
Yes,
and yes, the helmet does in fact look like something from 20,000 Leagues. That's yes,
and it's perfect because we are talking about. We're going to talk about books in a second, right?
Yep.
Yes, we are.
Exactly. Thank you for bringing that up.
But first, let's. They should have put a pool in here for her to slide down.
Yes.
So yes, very, very, very classic burlesque. Very. And there she was. But again, all covered, all. Yeah.
Yep.
Tasteful.
Yeah.
So I have.
Because what's not tasteful about the female body? I mean,
exactly.
Nothing.
We all come in different shapes and sizes and forms, and it's all beautiful.
And then there's me.
Oh, stop it! You're perfect, just the way you are.
I have one thing to add before we move on to our one segment tonight, which is holy shit. And this is something very personal and something very beautiful. And very much a direct result of the fact that you two are my sisters and our families all come together, and it's just magical. So I actually fell asleep Saturday when Dennis was driving home, and Lisa and Jaime talked, and Lisa has been toying my wife with how to come out to her family and friends. Now this has been a 9-year journey for us. She's been my wife of 15 years and my partner of almost 20. And she came out in this amazing Facebook post, which I'm going to try and read without fucking, bear with me. I'm going to try. Dear friends and family, 9 years ago, my husband and I started a difficult journey. He was a transgender woman. This was as big a surprise to him as it was to me. We did our best to cope with the changes in our life. She went to counseling, and we kept it private from everyone while we tried to decide what to do with our life. September of last year, she started her medical transition and is now living full-time as my wife, Victoria, Vicki for short. We are aware that this will come as a shock to many of you. Today, it's time for me to come out in support of her, to declare our love is stronger than ever, to recommit to our beautiful life together. We are a proud part of the LGBTQIA plus community. Yes, that shifts my sexual identity somewhat, but we are strong with the Lord at an affirming church we love. Our kids and immediate family love and support us. I am very aware this may be difficult for some of you to accept. I hope you will respect the counseling, personal thought, and meditation that went into this life change for both of us. Laura, can you read? I can't.
Yes. It has taken me a long time to understand that she's still the person I fell in love with, but so much better living her authentic life. And whatever we have to face in life, we still want to do it together. We hope you can continue to join us on our journey together, but understand if you cannot. Whatever you decide, thank you for being a part of my life. I wish you all joy and peace. I'm happy to talk with you if you would like to reach out and talk. With love and light, Lisa.
The outpouring of love and support from that post was incredible. Family members that we didn't think would be supportive are. And I'm dead serious. This would not have happened unless these two extraordinary people helped show her this amazing rainbow community. The power of loving family in a world that often opposes LGBTQIA plus families, and the strength to stand against hate. I love you both, and I owe you more than I can say.
We love you.
We love you. We love Lisa. I know. I honestly can say that Dennis has not stopped talking about Lisa for 3 days. Like, it was her and Dennis that were talking. Like, it changed something in Dennis too. Like, Dennis really was like, wow, like he can't stop. He loves Lisa so much, and just understanding your journey, and even looking through this perspective and this lens, it's different from ours. Everybody's journey is different.
Right.
And while you can say, oh, Jamie, you do this, you do this, whatever, but it's my kid. It doesn't change my identity. There is something very different and distinct with Lisa to take that on, because it changes and shifts her identity. And
yeah,
that's different than my journey. Like, I love my kid, but I'm still like, my identity doesn't change. And so I just want to say that I think Dennis really felt that so much. And I'm not lying. He has literally been talking about Lisa for 3 days in our house. And just, we love you. We love you both so much. And fuck. I'm not. I try not to get emotional like you, Vicki. Like I've like had all these years to like learn how to like So
it's been a 9-year journey, and my hatching was an instant, very inappropriate moment of hatching, but I was honest from the beginning. It took a lot of therapy. It took for both of us, it took a lot of introspection. It took a lot of, and there were many points where I didn't think that we were going to make it. But in the last several months, and especially the last 3 months that we've been doing this as the three of us, as all of us and our families are affected by transgender in different ways. All of us are
our
advocates, activists, ready to put our lives on the line to make this world a better place, ready to shine with love and light. And Lisa saw that. And the fear that she had about what this world was replaced by the love and friendship of you and your families, Laura and John. The first one she saw and said, oh my God, this is a possibility. Jamie, you and Dennis and Dempsey and Jax and Jaden oh my God. We all know what's outside for us. If the ugly came, we'd all be ready for it because the love that we share, the love that we have, the family units that we built, and knowing, quite honestly, that it's 80% of marriages fail when partner becomes transgender. To beat those odds because of the love of the two of you for your families, the love that you've given to us, I can never, ever repay that, honestly. Bless
Something
you.
you need to repay.
Yeah,
There's nothing.
there's
Just keep
nothing.
being
It's
you.
just, yep, keeping her
That's
friend.
our gift, is that you get to be you. That's
Mhm.
our gift.
And we get to be friends with you and Lisa together. You know, I told Amy when she was here, I hope Lisa
Fuck, you made me
knows we
cry.
love
Fuck it.
her. You know, we love her too. It's not, yeah, we love Vicki. I love me some Vicki. Don't get me wrong, but I love Lisa. There's special things about Lisa. You know,
Yeah.
just as much as I love John, but there's special things about him that makes him, you know, he's like a lion tamer. You know, the dragon whisperer. I don't know, something like that. But you know, it's like Jamie said, you know, it's one thing when, as a mom or a parent, where you have to figure out how to love your child for who they are. That's different than being on a journey where not only are you learning to love that person for who they are, but learning that brings a 100% mirror that they have to look deep inside themselves and be okay to confront their identity. And not
Mhm.
everybody will get to that place where confronting that identity is something that they can do. So the work that Lisa did was the work that you guys had been doing for 9 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, it was Marcy who said something to Lisa that finally helped her put it all together. She was talking to Marcy and said to Marcy, she's still the same person that I fell in love with, and I love that person. And Marcy looked at her and evidently said, "No, she's not. She's better." And I am. My life is 1,000 times better. I am more connected, more out, more ready to do what I need to do in this life to make the world a better place. More connected with love to people like you, and nobody will ever tell me that your families aren't my families and you aren't my sisters. I mean, it just it's truth. Um, so we're really pushing it, and I'm gonna move us to the next segment because I
Oh
really
yeah, I don't know if we're gonna make it to the next segment. We're at an hour. Why don't we save it for next segment?
all right.
So yeah,
So
we're
Because
gonna
I
have
think
to
this
hold.
was like all about what the F,
Yes,
all about our feelings. And I think next
right,
one we'll have to go to the book bans
right,
because that's a
yeah,
lot, and there's a lot that I
yes.
want to add to there. So
oh, good. Okay, because
So I think we can do the trans joy segment to play us out. That
yep,
way we can all recover emotionally from
yep.
Vicky, who, by the way, texts us this shit at 2, 3, 4 fucking o'clock in the
4 o'clock in the
morning,
morning. Yep.
and we're like, um,
all right.
what? There's no tissues left. There's no tissues left.
and Jamie's the only one who responded. By the way, bitch, you still
Because I
have.
was up. I was getting ready for work.
Laura's like, I'm not even gonna respond.
She probably didn't even see it till fucking 9.
So, so I wrote this poem. The first thing that got written on the car ride home after Sunday night after burlesque was Lisa's statement coming out. The second thing was a poem that was I thought was just going to be all fucking light and love and joy and easy. And one of the things that was very funny is Jamie on Saturday told me the story about how she became a permanent part of our show, because from my perspective it was much fucking different, right? She joined us on show 3, and we all knew it was magic. We all knew it was absolutely.
We watched it last night again.
It's fucking magic. It's just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And so I said right after, because Jamie dropped off and evidently went to go watch it again with Dennis, which is what she does. She goes and watches the show. I said to Laura, I said, because at that point in time I was living out loud with Laura and Vicki. I said, it might be time to rebrand and ask Jamie if she'd like to join us, because there was something enormously magic about the three of us together. Something that I don't think we can put a finger on it, and I don't want to. I'm just happy that it is. So I said to Laura, well, why don't you ask her? I went about going and trying to, reset she sent me branding. I was starting to change our logos and shit. And sure enough, Jamie showed up the next week, and I thought, oh, okay, it's all a done deal. I didn't realize that my strong sister, in her inevitable way, because it's her style, just kind of said, oh, hey, you're going to be a regular part of the show. Show up next Wednesday. Or
Hey,
something.
you coming back? Hey, come on.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Yeah, I would have been off put by that shit too. I would have been like, really? But we've had so much fun. So my poem was all about, and I realized. Oh, thank you, Jenny. We love you too. We wish you.
We miss you, Jenny. I know you're doing so good, and congratulations on the new job.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations. Yes, that's
awesome. Help out at the center up there, and we've been watching you. We know what's going on, and we love you, and we wish you didn't have to flee our stupid fucking state.
Yeah.
We'll be doing a lot more with Emperor high heel lifts, cowboy boots next week. The thing was, I realized that I had never asked both of you. I called you my sisters. We act like sisters. It feels like we've always been sisters, but I never asked. So I wrote a poem, and I'm not going to read it because I won't fucking make it through it. But it literally was an ask of, would you be my adopted sisters? Because I love both of you. I love the families. We love all of you. And I can't imagine a life without the two of you anymore, and I don't want to be quite honest. Whatever comes, and we know this show keeps gaining traction. We get views. It goes up every week. We're getting hits.
Last week we got a troll, so
last week we did have a troll.
A troll in another language.
Yeah, that's right.
But I realized I never asked.
We're very popular over there.
And I wanted to formalize it. So I love you both. I'm asking you, please, if you have it in your hearts, be my adopted sisters, because I will always be there for both of you and your families, whatever you need. And
100%. You don't even need to ask.
Yeah, I
not
didn't
even
think
an
it
ask.
was something that needed a reply, because I just assumed you knew the answer.
And I did. I put at the end. I kind of assumed where things were, but anyways. I'm gonna play the fucking bumper, and we're gonna get to the
Trans Joy Spotlight.
Yes.
That shit. Yeah, let's do that.
Because that's exciting. That's exciting tonight.
I'm still waiting on my
it's always
wine
exciting.
refill.
We have really good news.
Your server is slow tonight.
Danica Roem. Take it away, Laura.
Oh, hold on.
I'm scrolling. We have to skip
Trans
all.
Joy Spotlight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There it is.
The Trans Joy Spotlight series. This segment will feature positive stories from within the trans community or important activists within the trans community. It's important for us to tackle difficult topics from time to time, but the main goal of the show is to promote love and light, and with a dash of sass thrown in, because of course that's how we roll. So we will close out each show with love and light by shining the light on what is moving us forward. This week, Trans Joy Spotlight is Danica Roem, who has made history again, not just once. This is twice she's made history now on Tuesday night and has been elected Virginia's first transgender state senator.
And currently, Danica is a Democrat in her third term in the Virginia House of Delegates, representing a district that includes Northern Virginia cities of Manassas and Manassas Park, plus Western Prince William County. She was the first out trans person seated in any state legislature. She decided to run for Senate in the newly created District 30 after redistricting split her House district 3 ways. She will be the nation's second out trans state senator. Sarah McBride, who you all know in Delaware, was the first, as well as the first in Virginia or in any southern fucking state.
Yeah, we're gaining ground. Danica Roem, not surprisingly, had to endure an onslaught of transphobic attacks during the race by her by the fucking fuck Republicans. I'm just going to call them the motherfucking fuck Republicans from now on. Anise Parker, LGBTQIA plus Victory Fund president and CEO, was quoted Tuesday night as saying, Danica faced an unprecedented deluge of anti-trans hate on the campaign trail, but she was not fazed, not distracted. She made LGBTQ plus history tonight because she put her constituents first, speaking to the real issues that impact children and the families in Virginia, from fixing roads to ensuring that kids and families have food on the table. Her win tonight did make and will make, I'm going to paraphrase because it said will make, but did make national headlines, and serves as a deafening rebuke to the fucking bigots who continue to try and silence LGBTQ plus community and trans people in particular.
Now, another way Danica Roem has earned a space on our transgender joy spotlight is by blazing another trail as an author and published her memoir, Burn the Page.
I believe Harvard.com stated that Burn the Page, a true story of torching doubts, blazing trails, and igniting change, is an inspirational memoir meets manifesto by Danica Roem, the nation's first openly trans elected U.S. state legislator.
Danica Roem made national headlines as a transgender frontwoman already for the metal band, and as a political newcomer, she unseated Virginia's most notoriously anti-BGQ 26 incumbent. I'm having trouble reading it.
Bob Marshall.
Fuckwad as state delegate.
But before Danica made history, she had to change her vision of what was possible in her own life. Doing so was a matter of storytelling, right, ladies? During her campaign, Danica hired an opposition researcher to dredge up every story from her past that her opponent might seize on to paint her negatively. In widely entertaining prose, Danica dismantled all the stories. Her opponents tried to hedge against her, showing her thorough, brutal honesty and loving authenticity. It's possible to embrace the low points, even transform them into her greatest strengths. Burn the Page takes readers from Danica's loneliest, closeted, and at times
operationally tragic childhood to her position as a rising star in a party she's helped forever change. Burn the Page is so much more than a stump speech. It's an extremely inspiring manifesto about how it's possible to set fire to the stories you don't want to be in anymore, whether written about you or about you by someone else, and rewrite your own future. Whether that's running for politics in your work or your personal life, this book will encourage people who think they have to be spotless to run for office, but inspire all of us to our own personal narratives as Danica does.
And I hope, but I hope she knows that she encourages other LGBTQ plus individuals not to hide in the shadows, but to stand tall and to take action.
Because as we know, visibility matters. You have to show up, you have to stand up, and you have to speak out.
Yeah, I'm fucking ready to run. To be real honest, we need to change Florida.
Let's go, Vicki! Vicki! Vicki!
Yeah. All right. We're going to be back with final thoughts. And first of all, I want to acknowledge this particular comment. I believe I know who that's coming from. And Jamie, I'd like to take a moment.
Oh, yes. Okay, wait. So no mas pendejos. That
Yes.
is our lovely dear friend Andrea, and her car broke, and I started a GoFundMe.
Yes.
And please share the freaking GoFundMe. She needs a car. This woman is incredible, and she sprinkles love and light and just fabulousness on everyone, and she needs her fucking car. So please keep contributing to the GoFundMe. It's on my page on YouTube. I mean, on thank you, honey.
On
Yes,
Facebook.
say hi. Say hi, Deb. Say I love you, Andrea. I love
Hi.
you, Andrea. She said, "I love you, Andrea," because she saw Andrea's name. So please keep. Let's get her to get this car fixed, please. She needs
Yes,
it.
please, please,
I'm
please.
posting it in the comments right now, so it's gonna
Excellent.
spam.
Even if you cannot donate, even if you yourself cannot donate, you sharing it, you might have somebody out there in your Facebook world that instead of buying a $10 latte for the person behind them
Yeah.
at Starbucks, can give $10 to Andrea so that she can change our fucking world.
Yes, absolutely. And she needs her vehicle, and she needs it with AC because we live in
Yes.
Florida, and that's fucking ridiculous that she doesn't have AC. So we're working on that. And yeah, are we gonna go to the close and then final thoughts?
We'll be back to final thoughts right after this. Oh shit, we're back. Okay. Yeah, we like our own theme song. It fucking works for
We
us.
do.
So look, this was a very emotional but a very fun show.
Necessary.
Yes.
I told Laura this was going to be our most fun, probably one of our best shows, and it really
Yes.
was, because it was all about us, and
Yeah.
and we are legitimately
Absolutely.
living our lives as a family, in and out of this live stream.
Mhm.
The live stream may have
Yes.
brought us together. What we share keeps us together. And there's going to be some amazing shit that happens in the next few months that we can't even talk about yet.
Yeah, there's going to
Yes.
keep being good things coming, and what we constantly are showing is that trans people and trans families can live openly out in public, and we go in force, and sometimes that's what you need to do. But I gotta tell you, we also change minds when we're out there too.
We do.
We change minds. You can tell. Like next time, we'll talk about how we might have disarmed some people. Vicki was getting her ass slapped by some Karens who changed. At first we thought they were, armadillos in their armor, and then next thing we know, they're smacking her ass. What can I say?
I got the ugly look early from that exact same person, and
Yes.
then she was watching us have such a good time, and then finally, she just came up, and I bent over, and she thought, "Oh, I thought you were bending over so I could slap your ass." I'm like, "Slap my ass, bitch!" And, cellulite and all. That's what it's there for.
Woo! Wiggle it just a little bit. But
Sir
you
Mix
see-
a lot. We'll talk about that
Yes.
in another episode.
So
Yeah.
so visibility matters. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for being visible with me. Thank you for encouraging
Oh shit,
the
yeah.
masses and kicking some asses.
Absolutely.
This is our life, and I wouldn't change it. And love you both. And next week we're gonna pick up with a book band
Tattoo-
that will
Book bands.
tattoo update because we are getting tattoos this Saturday. We're going to pick up a
Yes,
book
we
band that
are.
is going to go. I wanted it to segment in our.
It's okay.
We'll
Pick it up on next Wednesday.
I wanted to put it into Jamie's lesson plans on Germany. Students of Jamie, watch next fucking week. We'll get to it. And we promise not to curse as much, or maybe we'll curse more. Who knows?
We'll
Love
see.
you both. See you next week.
Love you.
Bye, everybody. Bye.